I often find I learn something when I go out urban sketching. Sometimes it's a new technique, or maybe it's a way of simplifying something. Today I learned to stop procrastinating and just get on with it. My original plan today was to go to a nearby coastal town with a group of local plein air artists, but it's actually quite windy, so I've wimped out. And I've now procrastinated so long that if I don't go soon, I'm not going to go anywhere. So I'm just going to go and find somewhere and just draw something simple. Let's go and see where we end up. That would make a pretty good urban sketch, but I did say I was going to do something simple, so maybe not today. It's funny, I know this park really well. I used to walk through it on my way home from school every day. But when you come out to sketch things, it's like you've got new eyes, looking at things differently. You're looking at things that are sketching possibilities, like that little bandstand thing over there. I have never ever noticed that in my life before. Let's go and investigate. Well, it's a possibility. Let's keep going. There's actually some sort of sausage dog convention going on. It's just hundreds of them. I spent about an hour walking around the park looking for something simple to sketch because I didn't have much time, but nothing really caught my eye. There's the back of the mansion. Well, I spent so long walking around procrastinating that I'm not going to get anything done at this rate. And it occurred to me that I'm spending so long walking around looking for something simple to sketch that I might as well have just done the mansion in the first place. So here we are. It's like this handy little chessboard table, which is just in the right place. I actually brought this Just Go sketching board with me, but as I've got a little handy table to sit at, I'm not going to try that today. Don't need it today. First, I did a few quick measurements with my pencil and found that roughly from where I was sitting, the wing on the left was about the same width as the distance between the two wings. That'll probably make more sense if I just show you a photograph of what I mean. So I made a few dots on my page and then got stuck in as quickly as possible. And then the top's going to go to about here, and then just make sure that my highest point fits on the page. It's actually that chimney. I think that's okay. I might just bring it down to sort of a fraction. I'm going to use my 40-degree Fudo nib. I've wasted so much time already, so this is going to be quite loose. Notice how that window lines up with that one. And lines up with the bottom of that. So when I'm drawing a scene like this with lots of windows and architectural features, instead of drawing in the big shapes, I try to look at what lines up with what. Tops of windows, sides of windows, roof lines, and try to draw them sort of in the right place in relation to each other. And that lines up with that window. Proportions look okay. I've managed to fit the chimney on. Probably not quite as wide as it should be. So I'm cramming these chimneys in a bit, but that's okay. And just add a few little lines to hint at the roof tiles. I'll add some bricks in later. I might come back to things like that because if it gets dark and I have to go, I can always do those finishing touches at home. So now I've got some complicated bits coming up here. So the vanishing point is sort of over there for this. So I'm trying to get the lines all together so that they're kind of on the same parallel. It's very lightly raining, so just put in a few more bits. Yeah, it's definitely raining now. Okay, so I've got quite a lot done. Let's finish it at home. Pen's run out. Some of the windows are really dark, so I'm just blacking some of them right in. I really like the effect of really black ink against watercolour. It's one of the things that drew me. It's just these faint diamond patterns here and there. So I'm just putting some of those in. Make the columns a little bit more prominent. Just putting in these little really faint things here because they're just in the background. Just put a little bit of the tree in behind there just to frame it really. And I've done the same here. Black in these windows a bit. I think this is about where I packed up because I was getting spots. I think that's pretty much there. So considering I didn't want to do anything complicated, yeah, I took on a Tudor mansion. If I hadn't procrastinated, I'd have obviously had time to complete the whole thing on location. And now I'm going to add some watercolour. I'm actually going to use these koi watercolours. They were a Christmas present that still haven't used them. So I think these are the ones today. One of the things I absolutely love about these is how much mixing area you get. Look, perfect. So let's give them a good spray. Just to activate them. That is all quite brown, so I'm probably going to be I'm going to use a bit of artistic license with my colours. So each time I dip my brush in, I'm just going to vary the colour slightly, just to add a little interest. And I'm going to let them seep into each other. I'm just moving through the browns really. Just keeping it really loose. Not worrying about going up to the lines, not worrying about going over the lines, not worrying about dipping in my coffee. Tried to leave the pillars white, but splodged a bit there, but never mind. Now I'm going to find a darker colour. I think I need to consult this. So we've got lamp black, ivory black and Payne's grey. So I'm going to try lamp black. I'm squinting my eyes to try and see where the darker bits are. It's very wet, so sort of going in wet on wet. I'll stop attempting to put some shadow in, but it is very wet, so we're not going to get very definite shadows. However, it was a dull, gloomy day, so there aren't any really definite shadows. I'm just making them up, to be honest. So now we want some green. Again, just varying the greens with the foliage each time I load the brush. And then a nicer, brighter green for the grass. I don't know if you can hear that noise, it's my dog snoring. Put a bit of shadow in there. Oops, it probably would have been more sensible to have gone left to right as I'm right-handed. Very optimistic that it was blue sky. It was not blue sky at all. I'm actually going to put some spots. I don't normally do this spot thing. I'm doing it because when it started to rain, I got some spots on the ink And then when I just drag my hand from right to left. So I was making it look like it was all intentional. There, so after wasting loads of time procrastinating and then looking for somewhere really simple, I've ended up with a Tudor mansion. Thanks for watching and happy sketching.